are here at Algiers Charter Landry-Walker. Let's give it up this morning for Landry-Walker. We are coming to celebrate our students' academic success. And of course, we are excited and delighted that you guys are here. I am Chantal Jones. I am your college and career counselor. And I am just honored to be in the presence of great leaders. And when I say great leaders, I'm talking about the class of 2018. They are the leaders of tomorrow. Just a brief announcement before we begin. I'm just going to ask, we want this to trend. I'm going to ask that you just pull out your cell phones, and I want you to hashtag LW Academic Signing Day. LW Academic Signing Day. We want this to reach the masses and let them know that we are here and we are doing some fantastic things at Algiers Charter Landry-Walker. Now, without further ado, I'll turn you over to our opening invocation.
Let us bow our heads. Every head bowed, every eye closed. Our Father and our God, once again, oh Heavenly Father, we've come now thanking you for all that you've done for us. Lord, we ask that you continue to keep your hand of favor on us. Continue to bless us in our coming in and going out. Now, Lord, we ask that you will look down upon this high school, Landry-Walker High School, and their seniors. Ask that you will continue to bless them in their endeavors. Lord, we know that you're an able God, and we know that we with you first, then everything will fall in place. Lord, we ask now that you will bless our administrators, ask that you will bless our principal, that you will lead him and guide him and have him lead us in the direction you have us to go. And then, Lord, when this whole walk of life is over, when we too have come to the end of our journey, we ask, O Heavenly Father, that you would give us a resting place where we can praise your everlasting name forever. For these and all other blessings now, we ask in your darling Son, Jesus the Christ. For it's in his name that we pray. Amen. Amen and amen.
Would you please stand so that we can receive the class of 2018? Let's give it up for our class of 2018. this morning. You guys look absolutely amazing. You are on top and going higher. Now, without further ado, you guys may be seated. Don't forget to hashtag LW Academic Signing Day. LW Academic Signing Day. Please receive to the stage Dr. Aubrey with our occasion.
Look at this fine evening. One of the things that I want to bring to you today is that in the time that I've been here at Landry-Walker, I have blessed every moment of being with you in more than just a student, social worker relationship, but in a fellowship I have watched you develop into young ladies and young men of today. And I want to say this to you. Thank you for everything that you have given us, and the world is open for all of you to be received. I was asked to give an occasion today of why we are here for our first annual Academic College Signing Day. More than that, I was blessed to be able to think about the time that I have spent with you and the things that we have shared. But you know something? Remember this. When you walk across the stage in May, you're needed back here in August when we open to help us get the crew of 2019 through. That's the most important thing. Do not forget what you have done here and where you're going. Our occasion is one, I had to think about this. It's one that normally does not occur like this. We're used to signing days for sports and athletics. We're used to signing days for people who have gone and done postgraduate, postdoctoral work. This is a unique experience. This is a unique experience. And one of the things that I want you to understand, that it's based on who you are and where you're going. The occasion itself means that you have accomplished something in your first journey of life. You have a second journey. And then after that, your third journey is where I am right now, headed towards retirement. The most important thing, though, for you is to understand this. Every journey should have a signing day. Every journey you experience should have a signing day. I want to leave you with this. It's about time. Time and life. And I want you to hear this. And I want my 11th graders to hear this too and take this with you today. I want you to imagine for a moment that there is a bank that credits your account each morning with $86,400. It carries over no balance from day to day. Every evening deletes whatever part of the balance you fail to use. What would you do? Draw it all out, of course. Who wants to lose their money? Each of us has such a bank. Its name is time. Every morning it credits you 86,400 seconds. Every night it writes off as a loss whatever this you have failed to invest in good purpose. It carries over no balance. It allows no overdraft. Each day it opens a new account for you. Each night it burns the remains of the day. If you fail to use the day's deposits, the loss is yours. There is no going back. There is no drawing against the tomorrow. You must live in the present on today's deposits. Invest it so as to get the utmost of health, happiness, and success. The clock is running. Make the most of today. To realize the value of 1 year, ask a student who failed a grade. To realize the value of 1 month, ask a mother who gave birth to a premature baby. To realize the value of 1 week, ask the editor of the weekly newspaper. To realize the value of 1 hour, ask the lover who is waiting for you to meet them. To realize the value of 1 minute, ask the person who missed the train. To realize the value of 1 second, ask a person who just avoided an accident. To realize the value of 1 millisecond, ask the person who won a silver medal at the Olympics instead of the gold. Treasure every moment that you have, and treasure it more because you shared it with someone special, special enough to spend your time. And remember that time waits for no one. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful celebration and enjoy yourself.
When the mountain seems too hard for you to climb, and you feel that you're just wasting your time, tests and trials always come your way. You say, Lord, will there ever be a brighter day? Remember that no matter how high the mountain, no matter how low the valley, even in your darkest alley, encourage yourself on the way. Though the road may get rough, when the going gets tough, just believe that you can do anything, no matter how hard it seems. Sometimes a journey can be lonely and cold, and everything seems to get all out of control, and friends, so-called friends, can't be found. You say, Lord, speak to me, and you don't hear a sound. Just remember that no matter how high the mountain, no matter how low the valley, even in your darkest alley, encourage yourself along the way. Though the road may get rough, when the going gets tough, just believe that you can do anything, no matter how hard it seems. God is most faithful. I can see the impossible, achieve the unachievable. I know my God is most faithful, so never give up on your dream.
Good morning. Mr. Tyrone Casby Sr. is a 39-year veteran of the Orleans Parish Public School System. He began his career in education as a substitute teacher in 1977. He later became a special education teacher at Landry High School in 1978. During his tenure at Landry, he served in many capacities, such as health physical education teacher, head coach for girls athletics, and later became head football coach, athletic director, and administrative assistant, in which he held from 1988 through 1999. In 1999, Mr. Casby was appointed principal at McDonald 32 Elementary School. His success at this school granted him a promotion to Director of Area 1 Schools in Orleans Parish Public Schools in 2002. Upon returning to New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina, Mr. Casby was asked to open the PM School High School, where students returning to the city was able to attend to further their educational pursuit. The school had a 100% graduation rating for 3 consecutive years. Upon the closing of the PM High School in 2009, Mr. Casby became principal of the New Orleans Youth Study Center and Alternative Learning Institute, which he provided educational service for the uneducated teens. During his tenure there, he worked to get both institutions from under a federal court decree, after which time the newly appointed school superintendent decided to outsource the 2 detention facilities as part of his plans to charter all Orleans Parish public schools. After contemplating retirement for about a week, he was called to lead Landry-Walker High School, who was experiencing some major issues. Under his leadership, Landry-Walker has shown improvement in all of its programs. He is very active in the New Orleans Algiers community as a civic leader and culture bearer. He served on the New Algiers Development District, JDC boards, which oversees the federal city project in Algiers, and is Big Chief of the Mohawk Hunters Mardi Gras Indian Game Tribe, the only game tribe on the west bank of the river. Ladies and gentlemen, our keynote speaker, principal, leader, Big Chief, Mr. Tyrone Casby Sr.
Good morning. All those accolades are great, and all those things sound great, but the most rewarding things for me is the fact that I'm standing here this morning in front of my students and family and parents. At the end of the day, I looked at the program and I contemplated what would I talk about or what would I say. But it said it all right here on the program, making a difference. And that's what I've done all my life, if you heard my biography. It simply said, I make changes wherever I am. And what I say by that is, by the grace of God, that's why those changes occur. It's not about Tyrone. Tyrone didn't do it all by himself. And at the end of the day, this class of 2018, when I came in April 15, that's who I saw. No, there was a bunch of young people all over the place. Honestly. And I don't mean all over the place being disruptive. I'm just saying they hadn't found out who they were yet. And today, as I look at them, I can tell they're on their journey, just like my journey. So give it up for them and their parents at this time. You know, I'm not a speech writer, nor can I sit down and write speeches. Things just come to me, and I thank God for that. But I wrote a few things here today because it's befitting of who they are and what the class of 2019 will be and will do. How do I make a difference? You started by applying to the universities that you're currently signing with today. That's how you make a difference. You started already. You started your journey. Use the gift that you have, because each of you have a gift. And if you use that gift, you're going to reach higher heights. You will never possess what you are unwilling to pursue. What do I mean by that? If you want it, you have to go get it. And you guys did that. I think I have over 100 students in here today who actually signed with a university or been accepted by a university. That's unheard of. That is a milestone in itself. And now, success. What is success? Success is being happy. Happiness is when you feel good about yourself, your life, and your plans, which simply means to me that they have a plan, they're going to be happy, and they're going to be successful. And after all those things takes place, be mindful that success is nothing but joy. And we all know what joy means. Joy means that you may have a productive life, which means you may make a difference. It is not an accident that you have a productive life. If you desire for something, pursue it. Be persistent in that pursuit. Go for it. Reject all comments that breed doubt. You can't do this. You're not going to be that. It'll never happen for you. Your daddy not there. Your mother not there. Reject those things. That is doubt. Don't let those comments breed doubt into your mind. And above all, eliminate time wasters. You know who they are. Girl, I'm going over here. Boy, I'm going to do this. Wasting your time when you should be going to class. And then at the end of the day, come May 7, when they call senior call out, you're trying to find a teacher to turn in a project. Don't waste time with those time wasters. 19, get it done now. Get it out the way so that you could be where these young people are today. Make a difference. Please make a difference. Refuse words of dejection, depression, and disconnecting. So get excited over your triumphs. You don't have time to complain. Be excited about what you did today. Parents, be excited about what your child did today. Because without your pursuit and your persistence, that would never have happened. So let's make a difference. Because one thing about adversity is a breeding ground for miracles. What do I mean by that? Recognize that adversity has its advantages. Because when adversity arises, it reveals some things. Like, for example, the depth of your friendship. You know, everyone call your friend not your friend. You heard them mention that I worked in the juvenile justice system. Yes, I did. And as I sat in there and I saw young men sit there for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, some for years, and not one friend showed up. Not one friend. So everybody that said it's your friend, like your parents tell you, they're not your friend. That's adversity. Don't let that adversity cause you any problems. It will help you decide what you really believe. That's what adversity does. Be a difference maker. Never justify failure. They're different from the crowd. Dare to be different from the crowd. You don't have to be a part of the crowd. Today, I think we have like 200-something graduates. I have a half of those in here today that have accepted universities. All of them should be in here. But some of them choose to be with the crowd. I'm glad you guys dare to be different. Refuse to bog down in placing blame on others. Oh, I didn't do it because so-and-so didn't do it. I didn't do it because my mom didn't have the money. I didn't do it because of this. I didn't do it because of that. Quit placing blame. Because at the end of the day, you are the blame. You are your own blame. Reach up and take the key out. What I mean? Be a difference. Because difference makers, and the difference with all of you begins right here, between your ears. Your mind is the drawing room for tomorrow's circumstances. Your mind is the drawing room for tomorrow's circumstances, which simply means that it starts with you and your mind. Each one of us in here is different. We have different mindsets. So again, it starts between your mind. And those of you who are unwilling to lose, rarely do. Because a difference maker is simply someone who's an ex-loser, who got up, got mad, they got tired of failure, and now they're successful. That's a difference maker. Change doesn't start around you, it begins in you. So the difference that's going to happen for you is not going to be if so-and-so do this and that one do that. It's going to decide what you're going to do. And once you decide to be a change maker, a difference maker, again, as you guys are sitting here did today, then things are going to change. Time's going to change. And declare this, that the happiest, before I go to my seat, most productive days of your life, beginning today, begins today, which simply means to you, never, never, never quit. And as I go to my seat, what you make up in your mind is just become a matter of time whether you're going to make a difference. Once again, when you make up your mind, it's just a matter of time that you will make a difference. So I ask you and I say to you all, plan purposely, prepare prayerfully, proceed positively, and pursue persistently. Make a difference as you did today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Principal Casby. We appreciate your words of encouragement. Now the moment that we have been waiting for. We are coming to celebrate, of course, our class of 2018. Don't forget, we want this to trend across the city of New Orleans and Louisiana. Hashtag LW Academic Signing Day. Hashtag LW Academic Signing Day. Now if we can have all of our school administrators and our administration from Algiers Charter. Our board president, Mr. Henderson, Dr. Henderson, as well as our CEO for Algiers Charter, Mrs. Carter. Please come forward. These are our leaders. Mr. Shane Williams, our assistant principal. I don't see Mr. Gibson. Is Mr. Gibson around? If someone can call him and have him to run in, we'll greatly appreciate it. He's probably working. He's always working. Okay, first school up. This is how it's going to go. Of course, we are going to have the students to come to the left of the stage. And if possible, we'll have the universities and colleges at the right of the stage. First up, my alumni. Dillon University. Yay! Let's give it up. All of my DU alums, stand up. Stand proud. Stand strong. I see all of you guys. Dillon University. Absolutely. Let's go. Now, Sheikah Ward to the stage. Jakira Jones to the stage. Now, Sheikah Ward has also been accepted into Talladega Delgado and is the recipient for the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority $500 book stipend, $500 book stipend. Jakira Jones, Dillon University, okay, Grambling State University as well. Takora Dow, Is she here? Yes, there she is. Takora Dollars, a recipient of 24 grand scholarship, $24,000 scholarship. Ranta Simmons. Ranta Simmons. Dillard University. Paris Hyman. Dillard University, also a recipient, $24,000 scholarship. Jordan Hunter. Jordan Hunter. And Legia Howard. Legia Howard. Dillard University also have something to give unto the students. So all of our students total $134,000 in scholarship. Come on, we could do better than that. That is amazing. That is amazing, and thank you so much, Ms. Vivian, our counselor at Dillard. She has definitely been aboard and very supportive. Thank you so much for joining us. Next up to the stage, Southern University, Baton Rouge. SU. We have Mr. Jose Francois with us. First name up is Corinne Lloyd. Next up is Carrie-Ann Cockerman and Glenn Jones, also Southern Mississippi. All right, let's go. I don't see Glenn. Moving right along. I think that's it. Is he here? Okay. Let's give it up for Southern Baton Rouge. Xavier University is next up. Let's give it up for XULA. Thank you. Good morning. We have first up Brashawn Delpit. Brashawn Delpit. Jemiah Anderson, also accepted into LSU, Spring Hill in Southern Mississippi, $36,000 scholarship. Kariana McDonald, $16,000 scholarship. Brandon Lewis, also accepted into LSU. Alexis King, $16,000 scholarship. And Paris Hyman, Talladega, and Dillard University. XULA alum as well. I'm not going to steal the shine from Xavier. Felt some type of way. All right, next up, Grambling State University, GSU. First up, Dante Williams, Southern University, New Orleans, Southern Miss in the National Guard. I saw him. Yeah, there he is. Jordan Hunter, Dillard University, Grambling State University. Shayna Selby, Southeastern, Spring Hill, and of course Grambling. Jakira Jones, Dillard University and the University of Lafayette. And Jaron Lee, Delgado Community College, Southern Miss. He's also been honored with a scholarship for Outstanding Minority Student by the Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, Theta Beta Sigma Chapter. Next up, Talladega College. Talladega College. First up is Jamie Caceres, $22,000 scholarship. Yes, let's celebrate. Melshika Ward, Dillard University, also Delgado, $12,000 scholarship. Kennard Zuniga, Elkhorn State University, also $22,000 scholarship. And Zaya Lewis, $20,000 scholarship. Unknown Bennett, $16,000 scholarship. Paris Hyman, also Dillard University and Xavier University. Anthony Anderson, also Delgado, $22,000 scholarship. And Nicholas Marshall, Bethune-Cookman, Clark Atlanta, Loyola University, and Langston, also recipient of Outstanding Minority Student by Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, Theta Beta Sigma Chapter. That's his mother. She's an educator. Can't you tell? Principal. Jordan. Okay, now we're moving on to JSU, Jackson State University. And we have one student, Jordan Freeman, also from Miles University, Texas Southern, and he is the recipient for Outstanding Minority Student by Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, Theta Beta Sigma Chapter. Next up, Alabama State University. Of course, we have one of our alumni, our instructor for theater, is here to present, Miss Jamari Lawrence. I don't know if she's here. There she is. I didn't see her. Okay, she's not here, but we're going to acknowledge her anyway, so give a round of applause to her. Next up, LSU, Louisiana State University. First up, Variante Harris, also the University of Lafayette. Jemiah Anderson, Spring Hill, Southern University, Southern Miss, Xavier University. Alicia Payne, Mississippi State and Southern Mississippi. Brandon Lewis, Xavier University. Louisiana State Next up, we have Southern University at New Orleans, Suno. And we have Dante Williams. Dante Williams, Southern Miss, also National Guard, and Grambling State University. Thank you so much. Next up, University of New Orleans, UNO. We have Carrie-Ann McKeel, also with the University of Lafayette. Thank you so much. Next up, Nicholls State University. And we have Zachary Wharton. Zachary Wharton, also the University of Lafayette. He is the recipient of Outstanding Minority Student by Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, Theater Beta Sigma Chapter. Thank you, Nicholls State. Next up, Southeastern University. Southeastern, we have Mr. Jerry with us, Jerry Reed. We have Ebony Morris. First up, Ebony Morris. Next up, Rhonda Hughes. Shayna Sylvie. Leslie Davis. And Noriel Haynes. Noriel Haynes, also Southern Miss Delgado, and a $2,000 scholarship. Okay, so with Mr. Jared, if you can do one more photo op, Tyron Turner. Tyron Turner. Yes. Tyron Turner. Yeah. There she goes. Tyron lived in my office. She called me on the phone too. Emailed me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Send messages through administrators and teachers. How dare I forget Tyron Turner? The great and one and only. We love you, Tyron. Next up, ULL, University of Lafayette, unfortunately can't be here. We'll have someone to present on their behalf, and we have Jakira Jones. Dillon University, Grambling State University. Karianne McKeel. Fariante Harris, also with LSU, and Zachariah Ward, Nicholls State. Outstanding minority student by Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Theta Beta Sigma Chapter. ULL. Yeah. He says, I'm undecided, but I'll sign today. Okay, the University of Lafayette, give it up. Moving right along, Spring Hill College. Of course, we have a representative from our own team, Jemiah Anderson, Xavier University, Southern Miss, LSU. $72,000 scholarship. Shayna Silvey, Southeastern, Southern Miss, Grambling State University, $72,000 scholarship. And Lena Damon, Dillon University, also $72,000 scholarship. $72,000 is just $7.20 to Shayna. Shayna's gonna have $7 million. $250,000. That's just like that. It's just nothing. Moving right along, Mississippi State University. And of course, we have Javante Jason. He's already there. He has enrolled last semester, so we want to make sure we celebrate him. Alicia Payne. Also accepted into Southern Miss and LSU, and Tatiana Rose. Also accepted into Southern Miss. Next up, Kansas University. Kansas University, of course, we have one of our students who's already there, Corianne Harris. And I heard he was coming back today. Is he here? Did he make it? Okay, so we'll just make sure that he received his award. Next up, Auburn University. Of course, they will not be here today, but we do have a representative. Jahira Joseph is the student. Jahira Joseph for Auburn University. Is she here? Jahira, $6,000 scholarship. Maybe that would make you move. Jaria. Congratulations. Next up, we have Nunez Community College. Now, these students are already there. They are enrolled in our dual enrollment, so they're doing college and high school. Come on, you can do better than that. That's hard work. And making sure that they obtain their certifications. So we're doing some great things. We have Tyler Markham. Tyler Markham. Justice Polk. Jeremiah Johnson and Cedric Hamilton. Jeremiah Johnson also accepted into Miles University, and he is the recipient of Outstanding Minority Student by Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, Theater Beta Sigma Chapter. Next up, Delgado Community College. We have 2 students enrolled, of course, in dual enrollment. Welcome to the stage, Delgado. First up, we have Brian McMillan. He's already enrolled as a dual enrollment student. We have Demoy Caritas, Jasmine Joseph, Latrell Davis, Jada Brown, Diamond McCray to the stage, Navari Henderson, Devon Cousin, Notori Lacey, Anthony Anderson, also Talladega, Passion Parker, Reginald Bajo. Some of our students are there right now. Of course, it doesn't stop here. They still have to attend their classes, so most of them are there if you don't see them. Now, Sheikah Ward, Jaron Lee, Jamesia Dawson, Coriel Redmond, L'Oreal Haynes, and Curly DeCluitt. And Kennard Zunica. Tikora, was there? We'll call her Tikora. Where are you? Come on, Tikora. Let's give it up for Delgado. We have one more student coming up. All right, thank you. Next up, Loyola University. Of course, they couldn't be here, but we do have one student, Nicholas Marshall. Also Clark Atlanta, Bethune, Langston, Talladega, and he is an outstanding minority student by Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, Theater Beta Sigma Chapter.
Come on, baby.
I'm sorry, his mother is a distraction, so if I turn it off, please forgive me. Nicholas Marshall, Loyola University. Next up to the stage, Southern Miss. Patrick's in the house.
All right, Liz.
Curry Ben is already there. He's enrolled into school right now, so of course he couldn't be here. Alexis Handy. Dante Williams, National Guard, Suno and Grambling. Naja Roach. Corianne Shannon. Coriel Redmond. Ronald Daltrey. L'Oreal Hayes. Ayana Smith. Shayna Selvin. Tatiana Walls. Alicia Payne. Ayana Gabriel. Jiminelle Hinton. Dominique Moore, Diamond Watson,